Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Bria. All right, so today is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be showing an actual job, but I'm going to show you how you can actually get jobs to come to you. This is what I've been doing for years, so I was never actually one to go out and look for jobs. I actually had people look for jobs for me. There are people who are hired to do this, and they're called recruiters, okay? I'm sure we all know them. So, basically, I'm going to be talking about staffing agencies. What a staffing agency is, if you don't already know, it is a company, or really, okay, it's an agency that will partner up with other companies who are in search of employees. Okay, this could be temporary employees, employees that are on a contract, temp to hire, or permanent. Okay, so there's all sorts of different types of jobs that you can have, like a temporary or permanent job. Now, what they do, they'll partner with these companies to look for employment, or sorry, someone to be employed. And then the second part of their job is they have to recruit people. So they have to go out and they have to look for people to fill these positions. Okay, so they'll have multiple companies at a time coming to them saying, hey, I need a customer service rep, I need a data entry rep, I need all sorts of things. So their job is to go out and look for all these people that can fill these positions, and they are in dire need to fill these positions so that they can get paid. Okay, so a few of these companies that I'm about to show you, I have used. Some of them, like this first one, I have not. Okay, so the first one is called Ashton Carter. Basically, there's a few ways that you can do this. Make sure that you're under the career opportunities section, not the workforce solutions. And to kind of show you how all these are set up and the different options that you can have, every single website is going to have two different sides, because remember, there's two different things that a recruiter has to do. They have to partner up with the actual company, so find a workforce solution. So unless you're the company that's looking for people to hire, don't click on this. You would want to click over to career opportunities, because remember, the second part of their job is to recruit. Okay, so make sure you're under career opportunities. When you're on like the home page, I don't know if it just did this on its own, but it did say find your next opportunity, so you can go ahead and search the job in here. Make sure you're using keywords like remote. So on this site, I found a whole lot of remote positions that just kind of came up. This is based off of like my browsing history that I already looked at. Industries that you can go into. Now, at the bottom, what I really want to show you on each of these websites is where to sign up. Okay, so you can either sign up for a position individually and someone will reach out to you. Now, if you don't do that, your best bet of all is to just sign up for the company in general. Okay, what this does, it's going to ask you for your resume and some contact information. Okay, so basically you're going to upload your resume. These recruiters are going to see it, and based on the jobs that they are looking to fill, they will go ahead and contact you. Usually they'll call or email. Okay, so definitely sign up. That way you can just get those recommendations and all of that sent to you directly. Okay, so that's the first one, is Ashton Carter. The second one is going to be one called Randstad. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of this. This is super hot right now. They have a ton of remote jobs. Please get on Randstad. Look at all these customer service jobs. I just typed in customer service. You can, if you don't want phones, go for like admin or data entry. Those are typically non-phone related jobs, but look, I mean, it just goes on forever. There's 270 jobs just in remote customer service. So they must have lots of recruiters, lots of remote jobs. I didn't see anywhere on here where you could actually sign up. The only thing that I saw was getting job alerts. You could try this join Randstad over here. Let's see. get to work when you're ready. Okay, well, good. So it looks like this is for like the actual workers. So definitely fill this out. That way they can contact you whenever there is a position that they feel like you would fit the most. Okay. And when this happens, you're going to get a lot of different emails. Nothing crazy, so it's not going to be like every 2 seconds, but okay, so the next one is called Adecco. This one I have worked for twice. They were in-person jobs. This was about like 8 years ago. So the first job I got was working at P.F. Chang's / Payway Corporate at, this was in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's where I'm from. I'm from Chandler. Okay, right now I live in Atlanta, but anyway, so yeah, so Adecco, I love them. They were super fast. I mean, as soon as I applied to Adecco, someone reached out to me instantly. They were like, I have a job for you, and boom, I was working for the Payway headquarters. Okay, so what you can do, you can go ahead and sign up over here. Okay, you can view all of their jobs, open the job over here, and then you can click the remote only slide over bar thing over here. Okay, and then they did have a good amount of remote jobs, and they do have an app. That was one thing that I did want to point out as well. Okay, so what's also nice about them is I will say they have tons of branches. Okay, so even when I'm not working with Adecco currently, like I still see like small Adecco branches all over the place. So if you want to go to them in person, they did have that option. Okay, so make sure you're, of course, under the job seeker section, not the employer, of course, unless you're looking for employees and you are an employer. Okay, so definitely check out their remote only positions. This is a great company. I definitely love them. They've never failed me. And one thing that I do want to point out, I'm also going to use like a short story that I have. So one thing that was always told to me, especially by my first staffing agency, they always told me what's nice about staffing agencies is that it's almost like dating. So, and I say that because when you're in the permanent to hire or even permanent positions, the first 3 months you're actually hired under the actual staffing agency. Okay, so you don't belong to the company yet. So the first 3 months, let's say you are getting a job through Adecco, you just got the job, so you're actually employed by Adecco. They are going to pay you. If you're late to work, you don't call the company that you're late to, you call Adecco. So you report to the staffing agency for the first 3 months. And then if you like the job and the job likes you, then they will offer you employment on their payroll at their company. They are the ones that are now accountable for you and all that. So that's what's nice about staffing agencies. And the story that I have was when I worked with Adecco, the first job that I got, I loved. I moved and then I got another job through them. That job was in insurance, and that's when I learned that I hate insurance. So I decided not to keep going with that job, and I told them, I think after like I think it was like right at the 3 months, I told them that I was not interested in the position. And instead of them finding me another position, which they were very happy to do, I actually found another position on my own. So that's just how it worked out. Now, going on to the next staffing agency, this one is Robert Half. I've already talked about this staffing agency before on my channel, but I do want to go over this again, and I want to go over one small detail that I wanted you guys to be aware of. But basically, if you go onto their website, just click on the Search Jobs tab, and then go ahead and search your job. Make sure that you're hitting remote jobs only. And also, if you go up here to the top, also, before I forget, make sure you're under job seeker because they do have an employer side. Anyway, now if you go to the top, this is basically where, where I typically tell you to go and sign up, upload your resume. That way it's out there for all of the recruiters. The only issue that I ran into, so I went to upload my resume, and I'll show you guys on here. will upload my master resume, and it doesn't work. So I've looked it up, I've used a different browser, I've cleared my cache and cookies, all that. Still doesn't work. So if you are having this issue, please try this out. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, I will say if you're just applying to regular jobs, so if you go to the search jobs tab and let's say you applied to be this UX designer, it's fine. I've never had an issue with it not uploading. I tried like 2 different ones just to see if it would work. They worked. Just for whatever reason, this function on their website, at least for me, isn't working. Okay, so those are the 3 agencies, remote based agents. Okay, I shouldn't even say that. These are the 3 agencies that have a lot of different remote jobs. So if you have any other questions about staffing agencies, because I know it can, it's a little different from a regular traditional job. So please let me know down in the comments. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Like I mentioned, I've worked with about 5 different staffing agencies, but again, that's because I have a lot of different jobs, but I tend to work like 2 to 3 jobs at once when I am working. So um, that's why I have a lot of experience. I've gotten a lot of different positions with staffing agencies. So anytime I was ever in any trouble financially or anything like that, I know I can hop onto one of these websites, find a phone number, or just put my resume out there and I'll get a call back within the week. Usually it's the next day, but really I may have a position by the end of the week. So definitely like this video if it was something that you found helpful. Make sure you're subscribing and hit that notification bell for more. All right, well, I'll see you next time. You have a great day.